Well, welcome to another walk video. We're back in the Lammermuir Hills and we're going to do a couple of different hills today. We've just parked up here on the side of the road. I'm actually stood right in the middle of it at the moment. You can see that it's not a busy road at all. I'll leave the coordinates for where we parked on the map, which you can download from my Patreon page. However, at the moment, I'm not exactly sure the route we're going to be taking. We're just going to kind of go for it. There is a path here off the side of the road, and we're going to head up this path here and just kind of see where it goes and see which hills we manage to get up today. So thanks for joining with us. It's a lovely day. You can see for absolutely miles as you can look around here. It's quite an open expanse. So let's get going and yeah, hope you enjoy this walk. So there's a strange kind of fenced off pile of something here. Oh, actually it might be a cairn. Or is it just a grouse spot? Ah, it's just a grouse spot. Maybe it's under construction. Anyway, this is called Wether Law, and we're going to be trying to find the summit of it. I think it's actually up here. So a right-hander from where we were walking a minute ago. Just to say we've got to the summit, so we're going to have a look. So this is the trig point at the top of Wether Law. Almost feels like cheating. We've got here already. I did park kind of halfway up the hill, I suppose. Anyway, there's the number. It's looking a bit worse for wear, this one. And it's a really good view from up here, but it's just vast, I would say. Lots of heather as well. Still quite brown at the moment. So I think we're heading kind of this direction. There's a couple of posts which maybe are marking a trail. It's quite hard going trumping through the heather here, but we're going to try and get over this way. I think it's called Lamb Hill, so yeah, we'll head on that way after. Just getting our photos here at the trig point. Well, there's definitely no defined path up here, but we're just trying to find our own way through the heather and the tufty grass. There's a couple of posts, so maybe they're showing a way. Kind of want to head to the left a little bit, but it's just really quite thick heather at the moment. I think there's a cairn down there I'm aiming for. I don't think the whole walk is like this though, hopefully not. It's actually quite difficult going. Well, first grouse of the day. Noisy thing, it's not happy at all. Anyway, on the plus side I can now see the cairn, it's over there. Well, I just startled the deer there. Of course the camera wasn't running at the time, so you're just going to have to take my word for it. So we're almost at the cairn now, and walking through stuff like this, it's a good time for me to mention about taking your tick removal tool. I always say that when you're out in the hills in Scotland. And also we take a first aid kit as well. This is our tool that we got free at the Highland show one year. There's a couple of big geese down here. I think I'm going to be startling them in a moment. Yeah, I don't think they're very happy. Anyway, this looks like a really cool cairn. It looks like a hunting lodge in the distance as well. Oh, these geese might be a bit unhappy. Oh, there's another one there. Wow. What are these guys doing here? I suppose we're not too far from Whiteadder Reservoir. Yeah, not happy chappies. Anyway, here's the cairn. Looks really cool. Why did they build it here? It's not even on the summit or anything. Well, the geese really aren't happy. If you move towards them, they make a right racket. See what I mean? Oh, I've had enough. just about there. It's looking at us, trying to not be seen, but we can see it. Sure, it will run if I try and move anywhere. Let's see what happens. Oh, and there's another one. Oh, there it goes. His friend is just over here as well. He doesn't seem that bothered. They normally run a lot faster. And it's earlier away. Oh, the other one's away. So I don't know. Oh, they're both away. Huh, cool. Well, we spotted another 2 hare just off in the distance there as well. So obviously this is hare country. They seem quite chilled as well. They're not like running away like mad. They normally do, but those ones were just kind of sitting watching us. Maybe they're used to people being around here, because there's a lot of, you know, kind of evidence of stuff for the grouse shooting. There's grouse feeders and little water baths around the place, so I guess people come up here quite regularly. But no one today. I can't see anyone at all anywhere on the horizon, which is pretty cool. It's often like that up here in the Lammermuirs. I think it's pretty underrated. If you like wide open spaces, it's definitely the place for you. Anyway, we're just starting to get to these kind of, I suppose, Land Rover tracks. They're starting to come together and kind of focus on that cottage down there, which is where we're heading, so that's good. It's quite tricky getting through the heather sometimes. It's very kind of tufty and your feet are all over the place sometimes and it's hard going, but this is pretty good. It's quite flat, and obviously there's a more defined track over there which we'll follow for a little while before branching up the next hill. So I've got quite a few videos on this channel of walking in the Lammermuirs. We've come down here quite a lot. I really like the open spaces down here, and it's also very quiet as well, so you know, you don't get mobbed with people and it's easy to get your car parked, things like that. But as the weather's improving, as you can see today, it's a fabulous day. This is just at the end of April, and we're thinking of maybe going up to Perthshire a bit more, so there'll be more walks up that area now that the weather's improved. I do actually quite enjoy it down here. You get some nice wildlife, and you get very much the peace and quiet. You know, you're coming down here, looks like a sheepfold there. There's another one to the right a little bit, just up from the cottage, but I'm not sure we'll pass that one. These sheepfolds are really ancient stone structures. We'll get to the cottage in a minute. So we're down at the sheepfold now. I don't think these things are used that much these days. There's a trap over there as well. You'll see a lot of traps all over to stop predators for the grouse. But here we go. Yeah, it's not looking too good. And there's a more modern hut just sitting here, and a trailer. That trailer looks knackered. I don't think that's going to be going anywhere. So we're just coming up to a small like ford here. Oh, there's a duck. I think this is called Wether burn. It's not very deep. I've got waterproof boots on today, so we're just going straight across, which is great. So that green shed down there looks like an old kind of hunting lodge, or something to do with the grouse shooting anyway. Looks a bit worse for wear as well. This one looks much better. So we'll check this one out as well. So I think that's a really nice hunting lodge here. I don't think it's somebody's house. And right beside it there's a really quite substantial grouse butt sitting right there. Looks really impressive. We decided just to go along this kind of well-defined track, and we're going to pass another sheepfold in a moment. So this is the second sheepfold right here. Looks in a bit better condition than the other one. But yeah, still I don't think it's used anymore. Well, we're coming up here to some kind of, I don't know, construction or landscaping or something. I guess this is just more grouse butts. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Oh, it's like a massive car park. What's this over here? Must be something to do with the shooting. So we're just joining this other path here. I think if you go that way, it goes to a place called Kilpallet, I think. We're heading along this way. This should be just straight up Lamb Hill now, and it is getting a bit more windy. Hopefully you can still hear me on this mic. But it's fantastic views. Let me just swing the camera this way. You can have a look down there. It's amazing. You can see for absolute miles. So we're just taking a right turn here off this little track. Land Rover track, I guess, maybe. Oh, it's another Land Rover track. So this is going up past some grouse butts, and there should be a cairn up here. And so we're officially now on Lamb Hill. I think the cairn maybe marks the summit. Or maybe there's a summit post. There is a post over there. Or maybe there's nothing at all. Sometimes there's nothing, so we're just going to go and see. You might be able to see over here, there's some windmills. So we've done another walk recently where we went down the side of that wind farm. I'll put a picture on screen of the video and you can check that out as well. So I think maybe this post here is showing the summit of Lamb Hill. Not sure. Looks as though some of the other bits would be higher than this. And there's meant to be a cairn somewhere around here, so let's try and find that. So I've just spotted the cairn that's on the Ordnance Survey. That is really hard to find. We've been looking around to the top of this hill for a while, but it's just over here, and yeah, there's some gas canisters as well. Gosh. Keep clear. Hope that doesn't go off. Here's the cairn, or at least the remains of it. It's a bit bashed. But yeah, great panoramic views from here. So I think we're going to stop here for some lunch, and hopefully that cannon won't go off and deafen us when we're eating. Well, we're off again. That was really peaceful, apart from this flipping thing going off a couple of times. That wasn't good fun at all. Anyway, we're going to head up here and see if we can head along to the right and go to Black Hill, I think it's called. If we can find a path. Let's see. Well, there's a maze of old tracks here in Heather, so we're just trying to find our way. And I actually found another cairn up here. It wasn't on the map. Maybe this is the summit of Lamb Hill. This actually makes more sense that it would be the summit. Okay, let's call this it then. Arguably that's a better place to have our lunch than where we stopped, but anyway, it's still good. So you can see there's no real defined track, although there is a post over in this direction. Might have to try and head through the heather again. There's a path over here. These are probably just sheep tracks. So if you are coming this way, you know, you have to be kind of confident that you know what you're doing and where you're going. Unlike me, who I've got no idea where I'm going. I'm sure we'll get somewhere. Anyway, like I said, I'll leave a map of our route and it'll show you roughly where we went, but really you're just trying to find your own path here. Let's head over this way to that post. So I don't know if you can see on the camera, but there's a track going up the side of Black Hill just there. So we're trying to aim for that, but it's really kind of tough going. There's no real defined path, although there are quite a lot of these kind of grouse feeders sitting around the place and a few posts to follow, so there are people being up here. So there is bits of paths here and there. But yeah, if you're coming along here, you're going to have to find your own way, and I would not recommend this if the visibility wasn't good. We're okay today though. Here's one of these grouse feeders right here, for example. And you can see there's been quite a lot of burning of the heather recently, and that was one of the problems we had on one of our walks recently, where we couldn't do the walk because all the heather was on fire. But yeah, so we're just kind of winding our way down best we can. Bit zigzaggy at the moment, but we'll get there eventually. So we finally found this track again. It's actually quite difficult in the heather there, but yeah, we finally managed to find this one. This track was what we were on earlier. We branched off to go up Lamb Hill. This goes straight on. I think you can see down there a building. That's Trotting Shaws, I think. We're going to go left here, take this branch and then go up the side of Black Hill, and we might go up to the top of it. We've had a look in the binoculars, but there doesn't seem to be anything on top, no cairn or anything like that, and we might do it if it's an easy path, or we might just skirt around the edge of it. I think that's all the adventure of not having a plan and just going and seeing. So we'll head along this track for a while, and yeah, if there's a left-hander we'll take it. If not, we'll just continue on wherever this goes. Obviously skirting over the top of Trotting Shaws. Oh, we spotted a bit of a path coming up here to this grouse feeder, which I think will take us to the top of Black Hill, so we're just going to do it and see what's up there. Well, there's this metal pole here, which might be signifying the top, but doesn't look like the top. It looks like it's maybe over there. There's a dead grouse here. Oh no, it's a pheasant. Tough life. Well, according to Ordnance Survey, we're right on the very top here, but there's nothing apart from a bit of a turning circle. Still, good views, but probably not worth coming up here. Well, I don't know, maybe. taking a right here and heading down the side of Black Hill. I think this is down towards Trotton Shaws. But we'll not actually go there, we'll just skirt around it. But there's a forest there, we'll be walking past those trees. And I don't know if you can see over here, I'm going to be aiming for that bit. There's a tarmac road, so we're going to be heading over that way, I think. We're just making it up as we go along really here, we're not sure. So yeah, it's good though. I mean, the views are just amazing, you can see for absolute miles here. And the wind has picked up a little bit on this side of the hill. You're probably hearing that on the camera now. But still, yeah, what amazing visibility. Whoa, wow, look, there's an adder. Wow, that's a big one. I'm glad I spotted that, I didn't want to stand on it. Okay, we're just almost down the bottom of Black Hill now, and this, which we're approaching, is called Black Hill Wood, and there's not much of it. It looks like a lot of it has been cut down, and it looks like it's being replanted as well. So that was really great seeing the adder there. I haven't seen one like that before. Oh, there's another one here. Actually, that's just the skin of one. So there's quite a few in this area, but the one back there had fantastic markings on it. Almost stood on it as well, which would be a bad thing. Well, for it and for me. Anyway, we're almost down here, and there's a lot of pheasants in this field. An old hut as well, or shed I suppose. Go and check it out. Another sheepfold there on the side of the hill. There's an old railway wagon. We've actually passed those before in a previous walk. Can't actually remember which one it was. I think it's one from Longford Marcus actually, so yeah, I've videoed that too. And another one you can watch on this channel. I'm getting quite a collection now. So there's a really fancy house just down there, and this is the tarmac road to that house that we're just joining now. Across here, this I think is called Dipper Wood. Again, the pheasants are making a right noise in there today. Oh, there's one right there, look. Ah, he's off. Anyway, we'll walk along this road for a little while, and then we'll branch off again back into the hills. There's another old stone sheep pen down there, and there's an old railway wagon as well. There's quite a few of them in this area. I guess when they were decommissioned, were a lot of use for them in farming as sheds and stuff. Always quite cool to see those old railway wagons. Anyway, we've been walking quite slowly through this field because all these sheep have got, well, most of the sheep have got lambs. Didn't want to spook them too much. Oh, I've got a roadblock up ahead. We're just crossing Wether Burn again. It's a bit bigger down here than it was earlier. Oh. Where are you going? I'll just wait till they move off. Here for a while. So cool. I'm not sure what this wood is called that we're coming up to right now. It's not on Ordnance Survey. There's a huge amount of crows up there making an awful racket. They're all getting excited about something. The moon is up already, you can see it there, so maybe it's something to do with that, but I don't know. Anyway, we're going to pass through these woods, walk on a little bit more, and then try and find a track that goes back up into the hills. We're still on this tarmac road. Okay, we're just in this couple of farm buildings here. There's a lot of sheep. Oh, there you go, you can hear it there. Grumpy one. Private road, no unauthorised vehicles beyond this point. Oh, we're going to go up here. Private, no parking. Look at the size of these sheep. Look at him. He's got a double chin and everything. This one over here, he's got massive horns on him as well. I guess it's all male sheep. This here is called Welcome Wood, or at least it was at some point. Looks like they're just doing some replanting now. So maybe all the old trees have been cut down in the past. There's another one of those fenced off mounds of earth, or, you know, I think probably grouse butts. Maybe it's under construction. That's not the one we saw earlier, but we are back on Wether Law now. Actually, on the horizon over there, I can see another one, and I think that's the one we saw earlier. So we've still got a way to go yet. Okay, we're taking a right-hander here, and there's another row of grouse butts up here, and they look really impressive. We've seen them on the horizon for a while now, so let's go and check them out. Oh, that's a fair size of construction. Okay, so this one fenced off here, number 1, was where we came earlier on. We branched up at the back of it to go up the top of Wether Law. So we're now officially back on the track that we started on. Just heading back to the car now. It's not far actually. You wouldn't believe it, but the road is just over there, but you can't really see it. But yeah, it's right there. You'll see it if the car goes past, but you know, aside from that, you don't. So you can see the car parked on the road just over there, so that closes off this walk. Another fantastic day in the Lammermuirs. My Garmin is saying 10.48. So it's been really good, fantastic weather, clear visibility for absolute miles. I'll see you on the next one, somewhere else in the world. See ya!